right, guys, this is the first episode of the Just Use It Up. Use the stuff. I don't know what we're calling it yet, really. But this is the first little bin that I kind of want to tackle. And I just have, what I have in here is just a lot of some leftover bits and bobs from some of my previous Creative Cuts Club kits. So I've got these puffy stickers, this word that says summer, it's from the inside of a cut file. This random snowflake, this is not from that, but I tossed it in here, so that's random. A random button that got left over. A random chipboard piece that says this photo. A random little green heart. These little fruit clay bits. 2 Scrap and Happen Studio epoxy flares, so very summery. So far it looks like summer, and this stuff's gonna get left behind. This lovely drink patch. This little note from Christina, because I love when she includes this kind of stuff, and I want to use this little pineapple with the little hearts on it. Another Scrap and Happen Studio epoxy flare, You Light Up My Life. These library cards with a lovely library pocket. This sequin mix, there's not much left of that one. I've got this sequin mix, which I haven't even touched. A couple cork pieces left, and then some wood veneer pieces. So these are the things we're going to use up first. Oh, and a random like vellum feather. These things are not from Creative Cuts. They're just random bits that I've tossed in. One Brad. Random bits that I've tossed in, and then these wood veneer pieces. So this is what I have to work with. Let's see how much we can get used up, shall we? All right, so as I was going through all those things, what was sparking in my brain is all those little wood veneer pieces, a couple of the flare, and all that stuff. I have some photos I need to scrapbook of my son's first day of school this last year yet. And I wanted to do a pocket page. So I figured what a fun way to dress up some pocket pages with some of those bits. And so that's what I'm going to do. So I have a bunch of photos. I've already done, I think, 3 12 by 12 layouts with this. And this is something I'm doing, and it's a really good way, like if you have a few events that you took tons of photos and you just can't bear to get rid of all of the photos because they all are special in their own way, or you've already whittled them down and you still have a ton, but you don't want to do like double page layouts for everything with millions of photos, because then sometimes I like multi-photo layouts. But sometimes when you have so many photos on there, especially if you didn't pre-print them small or anything, there's not a fun way to put them on there without it like taking over the page, and then you have like little or no design element. And I think pocket pages sometimes add something in an album. So what I do is when like events like this, I've already done kind of some of my more important pictures, or the ones that I think needed to stand out on their own, and then these are all kind of different shots of the same thing. So I do pocket pages within my album. So these are the only photos I have left. I figured pocket page it is. And I apologize right now. I must have adjusted my camera for something else and then not realized it because my bottom of my layout's cut out. So when I'm working on that part, I actually cut it out of the video so you guys don't have to sit there and watch me work on something that you can't see. But I end up using the leftover, those cork pieces. Those were adhesive, like a big adhesive hexagon, I believe, from Christina at Creative Cuts, Redefine Creative, my Creative Cuts kit. And so now I'm just putting things in so I can have a title page, and back to that one photo with some scraps that I had, and then they almost look like arrows now. I wanted the arrow of cork to go from that one to that one. And I cut it short. I find that some pocket pages, even though it says what it's supposed to fit, sometimes it's a little off. Like this one was actually, I think, true to No, you had to put like an extra 1/4 inch on there, which I thought was interesting. And some other ones I found you don't. Like the 3x4, I cut those suckers 3x4 exactly, and they fit right in the pocket. Where this one, I was pretty sure I trimmed it to 6 inches, and it didn't. It was still too short, so I don't know. Unless I didn't trim it to 6. I thought I did. I'm going to use, so I'm using most, actually, besides the container, the things that I found in the container, which I use a good amount of the things in there. I still have a few to use up. I am using, wow, my brain is just, yeah, this Chamel collection. What's it called, guys? What is it called? Oh my goodness. Anyway, yeah, I'm using Chamel Field Trip. Oh my gosh. It's like it has something to do with schools. What am I forgetting? I'm using Chamel Field Trip. And so I used the puffy stickers, title stickers that came with it to do that You Rock. Add some of the wood veneer. So I'm able to use up the wood veneer, that green heart, which once again, I'm not sure where it came from. All the wood veneer, most of the sequins in the smaller pack. I wish I would have just used up all of them, but I didn't want to put that many sequins on here. And one of the library cards. So now I'm taking one of the 12x12 papers, and I looked for one that had a lot of the colors in it. And since I was doing the blue up there, and I did some white, and yeah, I just wanted to incorporate all the fun colors so I could use a lot of fun, colorful embellishments on top of all those wood veneer pieces. So right now I'm sticking sequins on. I put wood veneer pieces down on that bottom left photo that you can't see, and I'm sticking some sequins on, and apparently I kept this part in because it didn't take very long after I did it. So I'm putting some sequins on there, and then I realized I wanted some color also added in with those sequins because I was just using the white iridescent ones. So I used some of those puffy circles, and you'll see this in the close-ups better. And then I decided to bring that sequin element in. There's a lot of dead space in this photo, so I figured I would bring it up to the top as well. So I'm going to use some of the blue ones, some of the white ones, or mostly the white ones, with just a couple pops of blue. And I love that I trimmed down that library card to fit in that spot. And then I'm going to just create kind of like a fun design element for that last 3x4 card. And I used that chipboard piece. So I used up the chipboard. I used up that chipboard word. I used up the wood veneer. I used up the random heart. I used up the random chipboard or random cork pieces I had, and used one of the library cards. So and some of the sequins. So I still have a few things left. So that will be again in next week's until I get it done. I'm gonna finish her off. There is a fun, I think it's this collection, that has a fun library card paper. So we'll see. Maybe I can do something with that to get those library cards used up. Yep, just backing that last 3x4 photo and putting some wood veneer pieces on that. And then I fussy cut one of the papers in the field trip collection, and the paper pad has all these little icons in it, and you get 2 of everything in the paper pad. This is one of the collections that I learned that I don't necessarily need 2 of everything. I will start just getting 1 of each paper that I really like, and if I find one that I super like, I'll get another one. Because, yeah, 2 of everything is kind of hard. Sometimes it's nice to have 2 of certain papers, but these are all 2 one-sided too. So you're not missing out on a paper when you use one side. So it's a lot of paper to use. So I trimmed down it's almost like a notebook paper scrap I had left. And I'm just going to create a little element. I put the world in the center, and then I'm going to use these shape stickers on the sticker sheet to kind of create a burst around it. And I put one of the word stickers on there as well. This is, I think you are awesome, or, and then I did use a Wednesday sticker because it was a random Wednesday was his first day of school. And then the little star stickers that were on where the day of the week stickers were, like, kept coming off too. So I put those in the corners. Here's the close up. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this, and let's get this bin used up next week. Bye.